Hello, dear EPCT students of 2021 batch. Greetings from Training and Placement Cell, East Point College of Engineering and Technology. As we all know, TCS Code Vita contest for Bangalore region will be held between 8th and 9th August 2020. As per the schedule given, it starts at 3 p.m. on 8th of August and will end on 3 p.m. 9th of August. For the students of EPCET, I have brought this video for making sure for all the registered and eligible candidates before you take the test. Few quick pointers are noted down. There was a TPO meet virtually which was conducted by TCS for letting us know the process of Code Vita 9, which is going to be conducted on August 8th and 9th. So few of the quick pointers what I have noted down from the meeting which was officially done by TCS. Number one, all the details including username, pass key or secret key have been shared with candidates over email. So the company has already confirmed any student and or every student who are eligible and who has registered for this TCS Code Vita would have received their username and secret key by now through email. So check your mailbox, go through spam box and find those details. Number two, watch this video till end to get complete clarity about the contest participation. If you want to participate for the contest and you do not want to get any kind of problem, I request you to do watch this video till end. I am going to club some video which I have already taken from TCS. TCS officials have spoken, so that around 7 minute of video is there after my quick pointers. So do watch all those. Number three, a copy of FAQs and student guidelines have already been shared with all the eligible candidates. Number four, all registered and eligible candidates who have any further issue with respect to TCS Code Vita, after watching this video completely, if you still have any kind of query, you are requested to get in touch with me during the official hour tomorrow without any fail. I'll be happy to answer to all your queries. If I'm not able to answer your queries, I will take this query solved from TCS officials, but do not go with any kind of dilemma for TCS Code Vita contest. Do remember, it is a contest which can fetch you a job. Lot of participants will be there. A lot of what I need from the student of EPCT, you should go with passion, you should have a lot of enthusiasm, go with positive mindset. The Code Vita is irrespective of any language. That means situation will be given, questions will be given to you, and you can answer in any of the language which you want to answer. Go through FAQs. These all things are already given in that. The compiler, interpreter, which has to be downloaded. All those details are given, and I advise you to use any one programming language to answer all the questions. As you know, it is going to be I believe 6 hour test for individual students. So and you can take as many breaks as you want, but again I advise your clock will not stop. Suppose you take any a pause in between, 15-minute break for having tea, coffee, because you have got bored out of doing the thing, you feel to get relaxed. So you can do that, but still I will advise have small break of 5 to 10 minutes once or twice max. Do not have too many breaks, because considering कि, okay, questions could be done, I can do, all those programming. I'm good in programming. I can solve the scenario and all. I have already coded. At last, I will submit. So please do not do all those. In fact, when it starts at 3 p.m., the last year scenario, what I was seeing when TCS officials were showing, going through the presentation, we could see a lot of students jumping in together. The traffic of the website was too high at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and again between 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. or 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. The traffic was too high. So why it was so? Because people try to rush during the last hour and during the first hour. I would advise the student of EPCET be smart. Probably you can start at 3 o'clock. Nothing wrong in that. But having seen the scenario of last few years, the student try to come at the start and a lot of students try to come at the last. Why don't you utilize the time which is in between? Probably after 10 o'clock, if you can. I'm sure all the final year, pre-final year students, engineering student, most of the students have these habit of sleeping late hour. So sleep late hour for TCS Code Vita as well. Utilize that time. Traffic will be less. The advantage of having less traffic will be, uh, suppose if you start at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, you dedicate your time for programming, then execution of the program will be little faster. There will not be any delay of 15 to 30 seconds, which TCS claim a lot of user, lakhs and lakhs of user can be there together. They all will compile it, they all will interpret the program, and there will not be any delay. But as it is system, it will be occupied by a lot of user. So you can expect a delay of a fraction of delay, suppose 15 second or 20 seconds. In fact, some of the student may think, okay, it is taking time in compiling. So if you do, my advice is, if you utilize late hours for all those, definitely you can avoid all those delays. So at last, I would like to say, yeah, be a smart player rather than just hard worker. Uh, so office, all the registered student have already got, most of the details from TCS directly. If still anybody feel ki, yeah, I have some query, I have not got that, please bring to the notice of ours. You can post it on WhatsApp group. You can contact your placement coordinator, and they will contact with me through WhatsApp. Otherwise, tomorrow you can directly give a call to me. I will be happy to answer all your queries. Plus, do it in the morning itself, so that I also have some time to come back to you and be positive. So let's start with the video which I have from TCS officials directly, and let's see what they talk.
Very good afternoon, friends. Here we are at the end of closure of India phase registration. And before the students can participate, we would like to look at some best practices in CodeVita Season 9. And to talk more about the best practice, we have Ipsita from TCS. Good afternoon, Ipsita.
Yeah, very good afternoon, Jagan.
Thanks for joining the discussion. So uh, let us actually kind of go at each point. So let me look at the login process, Ruchita. So how do I start? How do I log in?
Okay. Before login, it's a good practice, Jagan, to go to the CodeVita FAQs part. That will actually help you to understand the system.
So if you can see here, students, in fact, the TCS officials are also telling it's always good to have FAQ, go through the FAQs, because a lot of questions will be there which normally will be your question. So go through all those before you start for TCS Code Vita.
Of CodeVita. And also, talking about the credentials that would have been sent to the email ID that you have used to register in the campus commune. Just copy paste the same and you will be able to log in into our system.
Great. Let me quickly log in Here I am in the login process now. I have logged in now. And Ipsita, how do I start the contest?
Yeah. Again, before the starting the contest, you should go to the interpreters and compilers tab. That will be giving you the information about the languages, ID, and the versions that our system supports. So
Guys, in this case, as you can see, I was talking about any language you can use of your comfort. The programming could be done in Java, it could be done in C, C++, C hash, Perl, Python, Ruby, PHP. So in any of these languages you can use for the programming language. In fact, if you go through the FAQs, you will also see the file extension, version, URL, everything is given. So do remember, do not have your own, in your local system, you should have the proper compiler and interpreters, installed from the URL which are given. And this complete information is already sent to you in the FAQ file. So if somebody is still feeling you have not got that, please do contact me. I'll give you all those URLs. I have stopped here purposefully so that you can see the URL. If required, I can give you the screenshot of this. Let's take the video.
look into that. Also, it's a good practice to set up your local environment much before the day of the contest. It will help you a lot. And one more thing I would like to add that coding in the local system not only is fast, but also it ensures that the code is saved in your machine.
Great. Thanks, Ipsita, for that tip. I think I'll make sure I'm able to download it and keep it and practice on this and then use it. So
Yeah.
let me first start the
Yeah, you start.
contest. Great. So my clock has started. So we have 6 hours and we've got 6 questions presented to me. Let me pick up some problem which I can look at.
Okay, students, as I was talking about, it is going to be a 6-hour test, and questions will be given as A, B, C, D, and E and F. So there is no sequence which has to be followed. You can start looking at question A, B, C, D, E, F. Any of the question you can start in randomly, and there is no sectional timer as well. I mean sectional timer in the sense it is not like 6 hour is divided into 6 different part. Altogether, you are going to have 360 minutes of time with you, 6 hours of time. Sorry, for all those 6 questions. Thank you.
Yeah. So here I have this prime Fibonacci problem. Looking at it, input output cases. And yeah, I also have an option to upload my solution. So let me actually use like you suggested. I have used Java IDE as per the compiler interpreter versions, downloaded it, and developed the code using that, and I'm going to upload. I'm going to use upload my solution here. But before that, I've noticed here about attribution. Ipsita, can you throw some light about this attribution?
Yeah, sure, Jagan. As CodeVita is an open book contest, in case you are taking a code snippet from any other resource, you need to give the complete URL of the code resource in this attribution section. Suppose you forget to give the same, then there are high chances, Jagan, that you may be considered as plagiarized by our system. So you need to give that attributions link.
So students, here a point to be noted is do attribute. If you are copying, as TCS Code Vita is open source, open book examination, you can use as many as browsers you want to. Suppose you want to write suppose for a code, there is a use of sum of two number Fibonacci series, and you do not want to waste your time. So you are open to use all those. You go to Google, you go to any website of your choice, and you just copy the code and you can paste it here. There is no problem at all, but only thing is you must attribute that. That is what they are talking about. So attribution is a must. The moment you attribute, it becomes legal ki yeah, you have for this program you have used this website, and from here you have copied. And there is again there was a question which was raised from one of the placement officer during the talk: how many attributions the student can do. There is no limit on that. You can do as many as, but make sure you attribute properly from which website. And you cannot write www dot w3classes.com. That is not sufficient. What you will have to do here, suppose this video you are watching, so it will come like https semicolon or colon double forward slash, then it will start youtube.com/ watch what time, all those. So complete URL you will have to give. Suppose you are copying from one of the website, go to search bar, go to address bar, copy the complete address path of that URL, that you will have to come and paste here while attributing.
Okay. So this is in case I have got certain code
Yeah, in
snippet I
case
have
you are
to
referring
reuse.
some some websites from which code has been taken.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Now let me just quickly upload. Java. So my program is getting uploaded, getting executed. Great. Yeah. So I think I've done it, but where do I see my status?
Okay. Yeah. Go over the left panel. You will
Okay.
see private test case submissions. Go over there
Okay.
and you can see that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So here I have my submission for the file name,
Done.
etc. But it says presentation error. So does it mean that
It
something is wrong?
yeah, I will explain that. It means that you have solved the code. It is same as accepted status. You can proceed to the next problem, Jagan.
Yeah.
So dear students, if you have noticed here, the presenter was talking about presentation error which comes here. The presentation error is nothing but it talks about your code is right, interpretation is done, debugging is done, and your code has successfully the program is right. That means overall program is right and it is accepted by the machine, virtual machine of TCS. But there is beautification error. Presentation error is to present before how it was supposed to be presented. Probably that is not done. Otherwise, there is no error in the code. So you will be awarded 100% marks for this. So if in the status, in case it comes presentation error, you need not to worry at all, because in the remark if you see it is good job. That's all is required. Once it is accepted, the moment this status changes to accepted, we are good to go. So after accepted only these all problems will come, like presentation error or any other error. So presentation error, dear students, we need not to worry about. We are talking about coding, that's all. So this has been accepted, your program has been accepted by the system.
It's very good. So I think it's pretty easy. So in summary, I mean, as long as I'm able to start the plan my day, have my this IDE kind of downloaded much ahead of time, and understand the FAQs and status messages, log in, and after I log in, look at start the contest after I read the terms and condition, and pick up the problem, and on a language which is I'm comfortable, I can actually start using use my IDE and put and develop the code and upload the solution. Where I require attribution, I need to do the right attribution of the code snippet that I have taken and do a
Yeah.
submit. After I
Yeah.
submit, I can come to the private test case submission queue
Submissions. Yeah.
where I can able to see what is the status of my this thing.
Code.
This is great. So I think this is a good practice, simple and yet pretty important for the students community to know about that. So thanks, Ipsita. So I think with this, the quick session on some best practices on using CodeVita environment is done. So let me actually kind of log out and do that. So let me close the
Um,
browser.
don't close the browser, Jagan.
Okay.
Just log out of the system. See, if you close the browser, the next time you try to get into the system, it won't allow you to log in into the system for another 15 minutes. So you have to wait for that. So it's a best practice to log out of.
Dear students, if you carefully have heard this statement, if you are going for this is the practice which you are supposed to follow. In case within that 6 hours of time which is given to you, any point of time you want to go for a break of 10-15 minutes, it is always advisable to keep the browser on. Just log out of the system, log out of the window, going somewhere over here. So you should log out. Once again you come in. When you come in, you start working on that. The clock will keep running. If you log out also, this clock will keep running. It will not stop. But when you close the browser directly without logging out, then what will happen? The moment you start the browser, from then to another 15 minutes, you will not be allowed to start your test. So to avoid that 15 minute of lag, it is advisable for all the students to log out from the browser or from the test screen TCS CodeVita if you want to go for a break. Come again, log in with the same credentials, start your test. Wherever you have left your test, it will start from there only. Thank you.
System whenever you find that you are not using our application.
Okay. Thank you. So that's another best practice you shared. So thank you so much, Ipsita. All
Yeah,
the
it's my
best.
pleasure, Jagan.
All the best to the students community. Hopefully, this quick tip will help you to navigate on the system much more efficiently and effectively. Thank you so much.
So dear students, that was all about TCS CodeVita. Uh, at last, I would again like to say all the best to all the students from EPCT. I'm looking forward to have more and more offer letters from this batch. Thank you so much, students.